Well, part of the mission at the Ag Startup Engine is about mentoring. And mentoring, I'm sure, is part of your portfolio companies and your investments, whether it's you and your team here, whether it's others that you can bring in. That's a big part of the process, in my experience. And you know, people making a difference in an entrepreneur's path at the right time, you know, in the right way is a big part of it. So did you think about some of the high impact entrepreneurial people that you've met? What are some of the common characteristics that they have, some of the skills and behaviors, some of the things maybe that you, in the first part of your career, or even now, emulate or imitate?
Yeah, it's a really good question. So there's one that's common amongst all of them, and that is the ones that succeed flat out never give up, right? So they're going to hit every obstacle that comes along the way in every single company or business that they start, and they're going to continue to plow forward and continue to figure out a way around it. And that's common amongst all of the ones that make it. The other thing I would say is there's sort of this inquisitive mind or curious mind aspect. So the idea that there's this problem out there, and they may, each of the entrepreneurs may think that they've come up with a solution, but they ground test it or ground truth it and sort of dig into the problem and really fully understand it at a level that you or I may never spend the time trying to fully understand the problem. So it's really interesting. You can see night and day the difference between, at least at this really early stage, those that have that inquisitive mind and are willing to go that extra step to sort of fully dig into the problem, fully grasp it, fully understand it, and fully develop a solution that truly solves it. Mm-hmm. So I would say those two things separate the wheat from the chaff, so to speak.
As you think about kind of lessons that you've learned, whether it's being a part of a business yourself or watching your portfolio companies, what are some of the important lessons that you've drawn?
Yeah, I would say for sure, recognize, as an entrepreneur, recognizing that you don't know everything, and so surrounding yourself with people who can fill in the gaps that you may not have strengths in. That's really key. That whole concept of sort of a mentor network is so critical, and it's also really difficult to build and to focus on right away. But if you build it from the get-go, it actually really helps, which again, going to the Ag Startup Engine, that's kind of the concept, right? Mm-hmm. We're sort of baking in a mentor network so that people can pull the expertise they need when they need it, right?